Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a first impression on the Physicians Formula Super BB Cream, and I just picked this up recently, so I'm really excited to try it out because I've been holding off for a few days just so I can make this first impression for you guys, because you guys do seem to love first impressions and reviews on foundations and things of this sort. First, let's talk about the fundamentals of the Physicians Formula Super BB Cream. It has 1.2 fluid ounces, 35 milliliters, and it cost me $14.95 at my local pharmacy. It has an SPF of 30. And it also came in 3 different colors. It came in light, medium, and dark. So that's really kind of a small spectrum as far as color ranges go. And I was a little bit nervous because this color in the bottle through this like peek little preview window did seem a bit dark, and I picked up the lightest one, and I'm not the lightest skin tone out there, so I don't know. We'll have to see how this works. Okay, now that we've gotten all the fundamentals out of the way, let's talk about Physicians Formula's claims for this BB cream. Right here it says that it has 10 plus beauty benefits, and those would be smoothing, moisturizing, protecting, firming, priming and filling, protecting, concealing, brightening, line softening, long wearing. It also says right here that it replaces moisturizers, foundations, and your sunscreen. And then on the side it says that it is an all-in-one miracle cream. Ultra blendable and lightweight cream effortlessly glides, instantly infusing moisture, refining skin surface, and providing protection from the environment. Skin looks and feels smooth, glowing, and naturally flawless. Ultra versatile beauty balm simplifies your morning routine by delivering the benefits of moisturizer, foundation, and SPF protection in one easy product. Whew. Okay, so basically Physicians Formula with this Super BB cream is claiming to have captured literal magic and put it inside this bottle. So we have now talked about the fundamentals and claims that Physicians Formula has claimed for their Super BB cream, and now I guess it's time to do the demo and test it out. So I'm just going to first prime with my Beauty UK Prime Fix Primer, because I am going to be doing a full face of makeup just to see what it would look like on a normal basis as my first impression. My face is now primed on this half, and we're going to go ahead and bust into this BB cream and see how I like it. So it comes with a seal. It comes sealed, as you guys can see. And I know this thing is looking pretty dark. We'll have to see. So it has a nice little small hole opening, so not too much product is going to come out. And I'm just going to squeeze a little bit onto my hand and see how this is going to work. So I've applied this much, like a pea-sized amount, to my hand, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it now. So first thing that I'm noticing is it seems to have kind of like a sunscreen smell. It's kind of weird. It's not too overbearing, but it is there and it's noticeable. And color seems to be good. I think it's got some like color blending abilities, so it's actually doing really well with my skin tone. I'm impressed with that because I was scared, so I feel like it does do a good job at blending into my skin tone, so I think that might have been a part of one of the claims. I'm not sure. There were too many for me to remember. Okay, so I have now applied it to this side of my face, and I don't know, I'm seeming to really like this stuff. It has definitely evened out my skin tone, which is good. I have like kind of yellow pigmentation underneath my eyes over here, as you guys might be able to see. Kind of covered up my dark circles a bit, which is really impressive. I'm still really shocked about the color transition. It works perfectly with my skin. You know, it's a little bit sticky, not too much. It just feels like a moisturizer because it is a BB cream. I was expecting that. So let's look at these beauty benefits that it claims. Smoothing and moisturizing. I do feel the moisturizing. It does feel very smooth. You know what? It does. So I'm seeing that. Protecting, well, that's got to be the SPF. Firming, I don't know what to be looking for with firming. Priming and filling. Well, you know, with the priming and filling, it did seem to kind of fill in like not so much crease in here in my inner corners of my eye where I typically have some kind of wrinkles going on in there. You know, in the corner of my nose, it doesn't seem to be caking or creasing at all, which is very impressive because it is winter and my skin is pretty dry right now. Okay, perfecting, well, that's just very broad. Concealing, okay, that's very important. So right here I kind of had like an acne scar going on because I just recently had a big breakout right there, and it seems in one coat to have covered that. So that is very impressive. There's no redness. It did even out the redness in my cheeks because I do get very red there, and on this part of my unibrow section. Okay, brightening, line softening, and long wearing. So we're going to test long wearing obviously a little bit later, but as far as brightening and line softening, yeah, that seems to be there. So I'm pretty much seeing a lot of the benefits that Physicians Formula is claiming, as I don't know if you guys can see, but it's pretty obvious that it concealed and brightened up my under eye circles, and it matched my color just so impressively well because in the bottle it's a lot darker than it showed up on my face. So I'm very impressed. I am very, very impressed. So really quickly, I'm just going to apply just a little bit more onto my acne scar right there to see how buildable this gets. Oh, wonderful. So it is buildable, that's good. So if you do need like an extra little bit amount of coverage, then it's definitely there. It's kind of like a medium coverage in a way, which is a lot more than I expected from a BB cream. So this is very impressive as far as BB creams go. And you know, it doesn't feel heavy, it feels very light, and I'm really impressed. I'm really, really liking this. Physicians Formula has done a very good job on their BB cream. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face and the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have just applied the rest of my makeup to my face, and it has been about 20 minutes or so, so everything is very much set in. And while I was applying this to my face, I really started to notice the moisture content in it. So when I was applying the rest of my makeup and setting it and everything, I noticed that it did not cake up whatsoever, because typically like in this area and the sides of my nose, it begins to cake up during this time of year. Even with the foundation I was using right before I tried out this BB cream, I would get kind of cakey right here and here, like right off the bat. And with this BB cream, it just simply glides over it so nicely that you cannot even see any caking going on right there. And so I'm very impressed with that. Now that everything is on and set in, I have noticed that it just looks so natural, which is what I typically look for when I get a foundation or BB cream. I want my makeup to look natural, and you know, most people do. And so this looks very natural, and I'm very, very impressed with how it turned out, you know, especially with that color and how it just works so well. I think that's part of it, that it just kind of finds your skin tone and, you know, evens out with it. So I'm very impressed with it, and just the way that it looks and the way that it feels. It's very lightweight and it brightens up my look. I look so awake and alive right now, but you know, it does a lot of the stuff that it claimed it did. So I'm very impressed with it. Now the only thing that we have left to test for is its longevity and the long wearing claim that it did have on the box. So it is 1:06 right now, and yes, my background is Oscar Wilde, the beautiful Oscar Wilde. Anyway, so it is 1:06 p.m. right now, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and see how this looks throughout the day. I'm also gonna go show you guys what this looks like in natural lighting. So now that you guys know how I feel about what the BB cream does to my skin and what time it is, I'm just going to go on with my day and we're going to see how long this stuff lasts and how well it holds up. So I will see you guys in a few hours. Currently it is 4:35. It has been about 3.5 hours since I've applied the BB cream from Physicians Formula, and honestly I can say that my makeup looks exactly like it did when I left off with you guys. I don't see any wearing off whatsoever. My blush and bronzer are still vibrantly there. I don't see any caking going on in this area or the corners of my nose like I usually do. Again, it is staying very strong because this acne scar seems to be concealed just as much as it was when I left off with you guys last. So as for right now, I can definitely say that Physicians Formula is holding true to their long-lasting claim for this super BB cream, and I am very impressed. So I will check in with you guys at the end of the night to give you my full and completed first impression kind of opinion on this BB cream and also give you a rating. Okay guys, we have reached the end of my day. It is now 9:32 p.m. So my makeup has been on for about 8.5 hours, which is a typical full day of makeup for me. And so what is being picked up on camera isn't what I'm seeing in person. So I'm going to explain to you what has happened with the BB cream throughout 8.5 hours of wear. So basically the first thing I noticed when looking at it is that it did very slightly begin to shine up here in my T-zone, but that is expected with almost everything for me because my T-zone is very oily. However, it is very minimal that you basically have to be looking for the shine to find it. And also, I noticed a very small amount of caking on the sides of my nose and in the corner, especially around my piercing. It tends to cake up there for some reason. So it did cake up on the sides of my nose. Again, very minimal that you do have to look for it. Then the next thing that I noticed is that the inner corners right here of my eye, they did start to crease and sink into my fine lines over there. It wasn't too bad. You kind of do have to look for it, but it did begin to also wear off and then stick into the creases. And it did wear off around my chin line, so my acne scar is pretty exposed, but I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt because I do tend to lean on my hand like such throughout the day and kind of wear off the makeup probably. So I'm just gonna say that it probably did have something to do with it. But other than that, the rest of my face seems to be very nicely like held through. Blush and bronzer still very much there, which is a sign for good foundation, so very pleased with that part. Also, no shine other than in the T-zone. You know, it just seems to have held up. My face still looks pretty flawless, so I'm very impressed with it, and I am very pleased with how it worked. Long-lasting, Physicians Formula has definitely gone through with that. They hold true to that. It does seem to be very long-lasting. A good 8 hours is good enough for me because I don't wear makeup more than that, I'm pretty sure. So overall rating, I'm gonna give it about an 8 just because I find I really want something that will hold and not crease in my inner corners. But overall an 8 just because it did do everything it claimed it was going to do, but I was a little bummed out about the inner corner creasing. Other than that, it was great. I absolutely loved it. I recommend this BB cream. It's one of the best I've tried, and I've heard many other good reviews on it. So yeah, I definitely think that Physicians Formula's Super BB is a Super BB cream, and I'm very pleased with it, and I will continue to use it. Well, thank you guys for tuning into my first impression of the Physicians Formula Super BB All-in-One Beauty Balm Cream. I hope you guys found this video helpful and enjoyable. I know I had a lot of fun making this video because I did really like this BB cream. It was very impressive, so I am happy and glad I made this video. I also do plan on doing a first impression on the Physicians Formula CC cream, but I'm going to wait off on that for a little bit because I do want to kind of use through this a little bit more before I go out and buy another face product. So again, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, if you have any questions, comments, requests, or anything of the sort, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. Hit subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.